Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to be going over a strong moveset build that you can teach your Snorlax in the Gen 2 games, as well as where you can access these moves to get them onto your Snorlax. So in terms of building a competitive team in the Gen 2 games, Snorlax is a tremendous addition to any team. It's a normal type, leaving it immune to Ghost, weak against fighting, and then its stats, its HP is very high, all the way up there at 160. Also very respectable attack at 110, including a special defense up there at 110. The weaker numbers are the defense and the special attack, each at 65, and then your speed is down there at just 30. Taking a look at this build, move number one, Curse makes a tremendous amount of sense on Snorlax, given the fact that you already have a very low speed number, so you don't necessarily mind sacrificing your speed. In exchange, you're going to boost up that attack as well as your defense. And in terms of the defensive numbers on Snorlax, you already have an HP up there at 160, special defense at 110. And now if we're using Curse, that's going to increase our attack as well as our defense. And with bulking up the defense, already having good special defense and extremely strong HP, if you're able to boost yourself up with Curse, then your Snorlax is going to be put in a position where it is very difficult to take down. Curse is going to be learned through TM03, and this TM can be found over at the Celadon Mansion. And in the Celadon Mansion, it's going to be on the roof from the man inside after listening to his story, and this can be accomplished at night in the Gen 2 games. Move number two, we have three different normal type attacks that you can choose from. They all have their pluses and minuses. Double Edge is the most powerful attack at 120 as well as 100% accurate. The downside is it has that 1/4 recoil. Body Slam is going to be the lowest power of these three moves at 85, making the assumption that you're going to have the max happiness on return. But the plus side to Body Slam is that 30% chance to paralyze the target, 100% accurate. And then we also have Return, which has great power at 102 once your Pokemon is at max happiness. It is also 100% accurate. And you can make an argument for slotting any of these onto your Snorlax. Body Slam is going to be the easiest one to pick up because Body Slam is learned through leveling up on your Snorlax at level 43. Whereas Double Edge would be a little bit trickier to get on your Snorlax. You'd have to trade it to the Gen 1 games, teach it TM10 in the Gen 1 games, and then trade it back to Generation 2. And Return would be TM27, and that's found over at the Goldenrod department store. And it's going to be on the 5th floor of the Goldenrod department store. A woman will appear on Sundays, and they will give TM27 Return if the lead Pokemon in the player's party has a high friendship. So those are the three options here in move number two. So move number three, we have a lot of different options here. It depends on what kind of coverage you want. I like going with Earthquake in this slot, especially since I like using Curse, which is going to boost up our attack, which is already a very high number on Snorlax, and Earthquake goes off of that physical damage, whereas Fire Blast, Flamethrower, or Thunder are all going to go off of the weaker special attack that Snorlax brings to the table. Now, Fire Blast, Thunder, as well as Flamethrower can all be taught to Snorlax over at the Goldenrod Game Corner. And the other option here is Lovely Kiss, which is a utility move. It causes the target to fall asleep. It's 75% accurate, but the most tricky move of the bunch to get onto your Snorlax, considering that this is an event move from the New York City Pokemon Center. But like I said, I like slotting in Earthquake here. It has 100 power, 100 accuracy, a physical ground type move. And TM26 Earthquake can be found over on Victory Road. And on Victory Road, it's going to be on the 2nd floor in the Northwestern Plateau. That's where you can pick up that TM for Earthquake. And then rounding things out, we have move number 4, which is going to be Rest. And this is going to heal up your Snorlax and heal yourself of any status. And then you're going to be asleep for 2 turns. And Rest is also learned through leveling up on your Snorlax picked up at level 36. And the item is Leftovers at the end of every turn. The holder restores 1/16 of its max HP. And Leftovers can be found from Wild Snorlax when you catch it. You can also pick it up from a trash bin in the Celadon City restaurant. You can also trade Wild Clefable or Wild Snorlax from the first generation Pokemon games over to the Gen 2 games, and that's a repeatable way to pick up the item Leftovers. And that rounds out this build. So Snorlax, a tremendous option to have on your competitive team in the Gen 2 games. Curse really does everything that you'd like to have on your Snorlax, boosting up your strong attack as well as increasing that defense. You already have strong special defense and HP to go off of. You're going to be very tanky when you're able to use Curse a number of times on your Snorlax, and you're just sacrificing your speed. Not a big deal on a Snorlax where you're typically expecting to attack second anyways. Dealing out some damage with some different moves here in slot 2 and 3, and then being able to restore yourself through Rest. You're already very tanky, and being able to heal up that health onto your Snorlax can make it very difficult to deal with. So that's going to wrap this one up. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Consider subscribing to the YouTube channel, and I'll catch you back here next time.